Well, hello, beautiful starlights out there. It's Eva with Alexandra. Hi.
Hi everyone, so wonderful to see you again. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We have an amazing topic for today, Alexandra. We are going to talk about aliens or ancestors. We just come up with that beautiful vignette, aliens or ancestor. It's kind of what's going on right now. It's so much disclosure, and everybody's talking about aliens, foreign life out there, the ascension process, and everything. So why shouldn't we talk about it too?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why
So,
not?
and look at that beautiful background that both Alexandra and I got. It's surely amazing, right?
Very simultaneously, we start looking for something new, yes, and that's what we found, what we came up with, yes.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yes, in this
Surprisingly, it just
synergy,
happened.
in
We
the
are out in
synergy.
the blue. We are spaced out today.
Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah. So where should we start, Alexandra? Where should we start?
It's the best idea is to start from the beginning, yes. So,
Let's start from the beginning.
but
Go ahead.
okay, I don't know where to start from. As we were talking before we went live, right? As we were talking, that everything is balancing itself, and for me is also very much the self search, as you said. Yes, it's the self search, and what I'm experiencing lately, it's totally coming to myself, depending on myself, in the sense that trusting myself totally, even if my mind saying something or my heart is saying no, 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 or yes, 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 yes. I just closing a door to the outside world, and I'm uh, being yes, with myself. So that's the period, yes, at least for me, and I believe that many beautiful star seeds experience the same, in the connection, because everything is coming to the heart, yes. And I felt recently very much the opening of the heart. It's completely different experience or expression for me, in the physical, physical level, how I call it. I came up with this idea is that the universe, it's balancing or organizing itself, right? So because in the teachings from Arcturians, yes, the future is here and now, right? So I don't think that we are any longer projecting the future, right? We are making the future in the collective of 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 humans. We are making the future with Arcturians. In my case, I'm very close to Arcturian race, and that's how they are saying that we are making the future. So if the prediction was 100 million years ago, yes, it's true, but also the future, which came very much surprise for me yesterday. Actually, yesterday, I had the channel from Arcturians and Arcturianus from imagine that, from 25,000 million years from now, right? I was in trance channeling, very deep channel, and then when I was listening, like, I wouldn't even thought about it, that, you know but the good thing is that we are still there, right? That the earth exists, that we are on earth. But then I had the second thought that it's not necessarily the earth which we see, right? I felt more, as far as I could go, yes, with my feelings, with my emotions, with my knowledge and self-expression, that somehow, how I saw it, the earth become, let's say, alien, and the alien becoming earth, is like a perfect marriage, a perfect marriage on both sides, yes. So, and there is no gender, there is no humans, there is no earth, but it's like a beautiful bulb of light, yes, which is called the paradigm of Earth in the future. Yes, it's something to think about. Yes, something to think about.
Definitely. And I was doing a recap about what we have been talking about for out the past years that we have been spoken to each other. And we have done some of our chats about aliens before.
Yes.
And now that you were talking, I also get, we do know that timelines are shifting, and for those who think that aliens or ancestors should be in like a new disclosure, this is the disclosure. We are in the midst of it. It's just an integration of in our own mind, so to speak. And before we went live, as you said, we were talking about family structure, because there's so many things going on right now in our personal lives, mostly for everybody. And if you don't have it in your family structure, you probably have it in your friend zone. And those are a micro reflection of what's going on in a cosmic, the macro universe, so to speak. So we are literally just moving through this process of what's above, so below. And that is the past, the future, in the now. And they are some way pretty huge concept to grasp on how the future could be in this moment right now. But if we are thinking about it, everything is a circle of ongoing, and the creative force that are moving through every aspect of ourselves are not limited by time or space. So therefore it's a deep concept to grasp. I totally get that. And I also had this reflection upon the family structure, what we are going through, because there are so, and this is based also not only by my personal experience, but I also have noticed some of the posts and some of the other chats. And I actually listened into Julia Cannon the other day, just for a couple of seconds there, and she was talking both about the new Earth with Kayan, and this is what we also has been talking about. The new Earth isn't a new planet coming in, it's what's going on, the changes that we are working through in this moment. So the Earth is rebirthing itself, going up in a higher level, so to speak. And I think it's pretty fun, Alexandra, that everything we've been talking about throughout the years now pouring in, more and more people are putting words to what we have been spoken together about. And also these family structures that we are going through is also a part of the ascension process that we are going through with other families. It has to do a lot of opening up our hearts to explore the possibilities of what family really is. And then something else popped into my mind. I have also, seen people posting, that we are longing so to be with our star family. And there's almost a bit of not hate, but disappointment of being here as a human being. But the thing is that since we are in the future, Alexandra, this is our ancestors, and our ancestors come from us, and we are them. It means that the family that we are longing to connect with there is already here. So we need to make amends with what we got here. So of course, everybody has different family structures, and I'm not saying that everybody should make amends. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to go forward with it. But it is okay to to feel for the physical family, for your friend family, for your community that you are in right now, because that is your family, both here in the past and in the future. Now I'm talking about a lot of things, but in the end, it's about releasing fear from the unknown, open up your heart and embrace something new. And that is something that we are often closing off, even if we have this close relationship within the family. There's a fear based of open up our hearts and being trustworthy with our partners, with our friends, because we don't want to get hurt. We don't want to get spooked. We don't want to get scared. And we need to come over those feelings, because if we are going to embrace the connection with a cosmic reunion, so to speak, that we are moving forward, we need to come over these fear-based emotions. We need to open our heart. And the best way to practice that is to embrace the ones we have around us.
Yes.
So I'm going to close down now. I'm going to be quiet for a moment.
No, please don't keep quiet, because we wouldn't have a conversation, right?
Well,
We wouldn't have the conversation.
I'm going to let you talk too, Alexandra.
Um,
But can you see where I'm going with this? All this feeling that's pouring in.
you know, what is happening right now, yes, it's diversity, yes, in the perception as well, right? I took my time off, totally off from Facebook, but from services, let's put it this way. Yes, from services, I just, no, it's my time now. It's very humble time, very immersed inside time, totally inside time. Well, I'm talking only for myself, right?
I think that's well put, Alexandra. I think it's very well addressed. Yeah.
I mean, not because I didn't want to participate in this huge shift, yes, but I simply realized at some point that, and it's not the first time, I realized that it's going nowhere. If I'm posting only just for posting, or if I'm moving forward with everyone, I'm losing part of myself. And I decided to stay with Arcturians because I don't know him, or I don't know the Arcturians. I really don't know. I channel them, right? For example, or I am myself, yes, but what is really the I am? What is really the light? What is say Cryon? What is Bashar? What is me in this everything changing paradigm, yes? So to find the peace also in mind, yes, I just cut off myself from service, from being out there. As you said, the great unknown, right? Took me a few days not to, type, or not to be so happy, because it's excellent time to share, yes. The beauty which is happening, the magnificent light which is on earth, the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Syrians, everything is happening in our now, in our time on earth, yes, but it's very profound time, it's
Yeah, it is.
really profound time. And what I received, they said, you are human, yes, it's not even about choosing, you are human, yes. And receiving or knowing that behind the scenes, right, the light forces, let's put it this way, yes, they are working for us. So in this sense, there is another layer, yes, what I'm saying. I allow myself to receive, but also to acknowledge myself, right? So it was like the X point for me, yes. a new X point, right?
Mm.
A realization, something new is coming. And if I want to be in service to light, yes, I want to progress with this new energy which is on earth, yes, and it's completely different level. I really don't know what I'm talking about, but it's completely different energy, frequency, different level of love, because it is love what is coming for earth in this light frequency, yes. I start channeling differently. But first of all, what they are saying, Arcturians are saying, is the opening of the womb, opening of the heart, opening of the mind simultaneously is happening in every now. So what Arcturian says, we can't rely even what was 10 years ago or 5 years or a year ago. We can't rely on the old, not even teachings, old scripts, right? Take what you need, right? And think about it. What resonates with you? What is for you? Do you really feel it? Yes. Do you really? It's something different. Do you really feel it that it can help you or not? If it doesn't, just leave it, right?
So we are coming back to, it's okay to being you. It's okay to being yourself, and you need to be yourself in this now. And I think that is, you address it very well, because you summed up a bit of what I'm feeling inside of me, that sometimes it is okay not to be visible for everybody else, or doing things, just being there. It's okay to be a friend, it's okay to be a partner, it's okay to be with family, as long as you are you, because the energy that you are holding, you will still be holding, even if you think you are not as online, or seen so much. And I totally get that. I do believe that it's a lot about. I like the way you talked about the heart too. I had this post from one of the Archangel calendars with this beautiful. No, it's not. It's kind of a warrior archangel. You know, we are here to do our job for the ascension process, and I do believe the energy is pretty high vibrational from the organizer, and so I have been following him for a couple of years now, and the one thing that was mentioned there is that a lot of people feeling that they're, they say that the heart is on the right side, but most of people are feeling it more like in the center right now. And when I read those sentences, I felt like, well, a lot of people are feeling another sort of energy within the heart chakra. Yeah, and a lot of people, either they have stress within the heart chakra, and that makes so much sense, because he put the came words to a feeling that a lot of people are going through, and going with. It is that you're aligning with your heart center, your heart space. And if you have these unresolved issues with you since the past, it's going to come up live now. And that's what we've been talking so many times about before. Do your homework, make sure you get rid of what's holding you back, track down, heal yourself, healing, forgiveness, mostly forgiveness and healing and love. So now this new energy coming in, because there is certainly new energy, and this it's immersive, this energy that's coming in, and it's I'm going to switch into something else. Have you noticed a shift with your eyes? Because have you seen the light changes right before you?
I mean, I've seen it on the clouds. Yes.
Yeah, I can be, sitting here and suddenly there's everybody have seen the shadow moving, you see
Yes.
something in the shadows.
Oh, I've seen it too. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is light walking
It
right
is like,
past you. And I
yes.
was like, are you kidding me?
Yes.
You want to reach out and touch this
Yes.
light that's just coming in, and oh, there's so much going on right now that there are no words for it. But definitely we are getting more connected with our heart center, and that is the ascension process. So we are in the ascension process, no matter what people are saying. So much in this. Yeah, I'm breathtaking.
It is.
A lot of feelings, Alexandra. A lot of
It
feelings.
is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lots of feeling, but it's not even about every day. That's change as well. It's not every day. I've seen this continuum, totally continuum, right? Like I can speak for myself from January this year. Yes, everything was for me till this now moment. But this year is, for me personally, is very important year of transition. With Arcturians is change. Yes, so you know, it's not easy for me in this sense. Yes, that knowing Arcturians from different dimension. Yes, so I really need to be in my place, meaning in the center, right? Most of the day, right? To fully embrace the beauty of him, yes, of her, because it's her, it's him, it's both, it's the energy, it's the consciousness, it's the Arcturian, and there is a healer and there is a teacher, yes. So knowing myself through his eyes, which I described it in the post as well, right? I saw Earth, yes. I saw myself as Arcturian with these beautiful blue eyes. Yes, I saw myself on me. I was there. I was him, right? And then I saw Earth through his eyes, and like everything is okay. Everything is okay, right? So we are also on ships. Yes, so that's my experience being on the ship. The starships are cosmic ships, right? Being in the future mainly. Yes, working with Arcturians. In many dimensions, being here on earth, doing my, let's say, duty, right? Working for myself, yes. Everything is, we had this massive collective collapsing. I don't know if you agree with me. Like a week ago, we had this collapsing energy. Like
Yeah.
everyone was talking about that, about NDA. Even myself, I was talking about, near that experience. Everything was about that, yes. And we went through it. Yes, we truly, and we are very proud of it. Yes, I hope that you are proud if you experience this collapsing energy. But the knowledge, I mean, it's not the abracadabra, it's not the woo. Yes, it's the knowledge that we are going through it, right? Not as a with the physical, but the physical is light, right? So if you know it, like yes, grasp it. That's the light, right?
I
So
think it was like a shock wave.
it was like was everywhere, like I was wow, right?
Yeah.
Wow, right?
And I think that is also probably why everybody is talking about this shift right now, once again. And everybody, no, not everybody, but most people that I tune into are feeling this heart energy, this
Very much.
love energy pouring in
Very
on
much.
another level. It's not like I'm walking out there with a smile and feeling like a guru said minded. It's not like that. It's more that I'm feeling another lightness within.
Yes.
Things can be pretty shitty, pretty messed up still, but you feel and you're responding to it with another sense of lightness, another approach. And to me, that has been one of the key focusing upon. I'm going back to a couple of years ago, Alexandra, when we were talking about being this pillar of lights, holding the lights. And I think that is actually what we have been doing. And now the foundation is anchored in somehow. And that's why we are feeling this sense of loving energy within ourselves on a new level.
Yes, very much. Very much. And, you know, the other day, yes, I went to my friend. She's the owner of the shop. And she said, like, come on, let's talk. I need to talk with you, yes? And she started talking, right, about the consciousness, about the power of mind, about being happy, uh, uh, also about you know moving forward. That she feels so much the energy, very creative energy, very uplifting energy, yes. And she is not spiritual. I mean, in the sense, like, well, what is the sense of being spiritual, right? So I was listening there and I was like, you know what? Thank you so very much. I'm so humble and so grateful for you for telling me this, because that's what I see in people now, right? That there is no, I am personal, let's say, spiritual spiritual or this. I see people who are going through this transition, let's call it the shift, right? And it's really uplifting. Yes, I'm talking. She's about 30. She's a very young woman. Yes, and for me, you know, it's the another reason to do the shift for yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, because there is always, you know, this duality or polarity, if you want to see it, and it's always, you know, I am one with all, and there is, we are all it is. Yes. And all it is light, right? So seeing it when she was talking about it, for me was a truly blessing. It was truly gratitude speaking through her, right? And that's the heart opening. I was talking to her about my experience, about my heart opening totally, yes, in many resolutions as well, and it's not only the human heart. We are. Yesterday, I experienced. I think it was yesterday. I experienced the layers of. It's not a consciousness of energy, frequency. I can't put the word the sound. Let's say, in colors, like a sound bath. Okay, let's put it this way. Yes, now, sound bath in the white, in the golden, in the green, in the pink. Yes, around me. So for me, it's a new layer of consciousness, of self-realization, yes, that something is happening, yes, it's the transition, let's say, of a soul. Yes, it's amazing time. It's absolutely amazing time.
Yeah, I definitely think it is. And I love when you're describing your friend, because that is a verification once again that the process that we are going through isn't always about being, you know, what we would like to call spiritual people or spiritual beings, because we are all spiritual beings.
Yeah.
And just being you is enough for going through this shift, because you are contributing with so much of just being you, holding your energy and being be authentic within yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the huge transition. And that is probably one of the hardest thing, to be authentic within yourself, to be within your heart center and actually pleased with what you are going through. Even it could be hard times,
Yes.
but you are so within your own heart center that you are feeling content, and you are feeling like you are one with everybody when you are doing it in a small way, in a bigger way, in every way, but you are you.
Yes. I think that the best way is to put it, to live your passion. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So finding the passion is changed for me. Yes.
So what is your passion right now, Alexandra?
It's changing. It's changing. Yes. I mean, life is for me now. Now, right? Now, life is the passion. Life is the passion of itself, right? Life is the passion of itself. And being who I meant to be. It sounds bizarre, yes, but it's like the assumption. If I am the channel of light, yes, yes, I channel light. So why not go this path? Yes, and explore this path. So I'm having, let's say, fun. I'm having the joy. I'm having the passion, the compassion, the love, the joy, right? The smile and everything around during the channeling. Yes, I just okay. I want to discover this my new passion as well, right? Because life is we're talking about the nature, we're talking about aliens, we're talking about ancestors, right? Everything is happening in now. So if I'm playing with this, not taking too much serious, because the mind wants to keep you very straightforward. Yes, you have to be focused, you have to think again, you have to be this, right? I just want to play with that. Yeah. So that's my passion, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I don't know where it's going to. Talking about the great unknown, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely great unknown, but I found it magnificent. I mean, for myself, yes. I start toning, yes, as advised by Arcturians. I was like, at the beginning, am I really like toning, like singing? And thank you, Eva, by the way, thank you so very much, because you were the first, do you remember, right? Yes, you said, oh, give me the session with toning. And I was like, I can't sing, I can't, yes. And so thank you, Eva. You were on my mind. I'm very, very grateful for you for opening this corridor for me. Yes. So thank you so very much. Right? I'm still progressing. I'm very much learning about the toning, about the singing. I thought it's gonna be like a singing, yes, because it's so beautiful to sing, but it's not, right? It's like boom, yes, it's like a okay, so it's my way. Okay, yes. So it's I'm letting myself in. It's my way how I express Arcturian sound, healing. Yes, why not? I mean, life is beautiful and it is short if we think about it. Yes, so I'm doing my best to enjoy myself, and in this sense, if I can be in service, yeah, to the light with Arcturians because they know where to, right? I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. And some people are probably wondering where the topic aliens or ancestors went when we started to talk. But this is actually the content of oh, how do you say that? Never mind. That's the purpose of ancestor line. We are also facing a lot of disclosure. There are more people from so-called authorities that are stepping forward, talking about their experiences. There are whistleblowers all over the world now. Nowadays, when people talking about UFOs or aliens, it's not more like if it exists, it's more like they exist, but why can't we see them, or so. So there has been a change in mind about the unknown, and to be able to process forward that, we need to let go of a lot of ego-based and fear-based reactions, and that is why we are processing these incredible strong feelings with friends and families, and these shadow works that have been taking place, and still is taking place for a lot of people, and we are moving there, and what we want to say is also that if we are the ancestors of something in the future, or there are our ancestors in the past, there's a bridge connecting everybody there. Yes, we are evolving, so the ancestors from the future that are coming back is in a different shape, different looks, different ways, exactly that we are here on Earth. So we need to embrace everybody here too, because we are not looking the same, we are not acting the same. We have different facial structures, different bodies, we have different colors, we have different feelings and different approaches, but we are still human beings, and being humanoid in the future and integrate is not going to look the same to everybody. There are different shapes, different expressions, and different features, and we need to let go of this fear-based, if you don't look like me, if you don't act like me, if you don't behave like me, you are not in my orbit. Because somehow we are in everybody's orbit. If you are breathing, if you are existing, you are in an orbit, and we need to find a coexistence somehow. And by letting go of these fear-based emotions that we have towards each others, and be more in our hearts, there will be easier to connect with the insight and realization of that we are not alone in this universe. We have our friends visiting from other realms and other spaces, and we probably will see a lot more of them.
Watch the news. That's what they said yesterday in the surprise message from Arcturians. They said, watch the news in the near future. Yes, I mean, everyone can well, I don't know, relate to it, yes, but watch the news in the near future. That's what they said. So there is a shift in let's say in the paradigms, right? That let's say star seeds, right? They are getting ready. The hybrids, the walk-ins, right? They are getting ready for the first contact, yes. And we are bringing this consciousness of thinking that it's quite possible to see UFO or to see light beings, in other words, Arcturians, right? As the seeders on Earth, in our bare eyes, right? So by not only by raising the vibration, which is quite popular, but also by thinking about it, that okay, I am human, and part of me, for example, is Pleiadian, part of me is Arcturian, right? But I am myself, and they actually exist, right? What interesting is, and they are saying, Arcturians are saying many times recently, there is no veil. There is no veil, there is no curtain, and they are very specific about it. There is no veil, there is no curtain, right? So, I mean, everyone can think about it. If there is no veil, what is the mindset that we are projecting for the future? That we are afraid of ET, that we are afraid of extraterrestrials, or that we are part of the family, yes, the part of the family here on Earth, and we are actually the Arcturians on Earth, right? And if we switch, and that was the switch very recently, yes, in this mind, body, womb, feet, the whole body experience, which is happening right now, yes, we are switching ourselves individually to this new upcoming months, right? I would say upcoming months, or very previously it was weeks. Now we are talking about the months. That actually it's going to happen. In which form, I don't know. Yes, my personal experience. I live in this quantum world. Yes, as I said. And you as well, you see beautiful lights, yes, but it's gonna be for a global scale, yes. So even in the Shrek, I'm a believer, yes. It can be like a global, yes, global event, like I'm a believer now, right? Because I can see the headlines, yes, the UFO landed somewhere, yes, or the aliens spotted there and there, yes, I can truly see it, yes, and I think that at least um, in my case, yes, the Arcturians, they are very specific about be ready for yourself, be ready in the sense of be ready to meet yourself as well. Because if we are talking about the shift, we are shifting within, and the within is the holiness, the within is all it is. Yes. So the only barrier is your mind. Yes. So as you said, living in the fear is that you can change through the mind. Yes. I'm not allowing myself to think about it. It means yourself. Yes, in different way that I am, I am who I am. I am light, I am love, right? And I am having this most wonderful life on earth, right?
Mm.
What else was coming for me as well is to being respectful for yourself. Praying to aliens, quote unquote, is maybe not a good idea because they don't see us as a, I don't know, child. Yes, they see us as a human race. They are very respectful for what is going on, and they have nothing else but unconditional love. So maybe you who listen now, yes, they have nothing but unconditional love for us, right? If you think differently, maybe think again, right? Maybe think again, yes, or maybe think who you are working with, right? These channelers who you are projecting for yourself. That's why they are saying also, if you are projecting hate, you will receive hate in the sense that unconditional love is all it is, right? There is no or this or that is and. Like the black and white is like a love and hate, yes, earth and sun, right? Everything is merging. It's a beautiful moment. So as you said, getting back to yourself, right? In the center, right? But what is new for me is also the warmth. I like a mother warmth. It was this yesterday. It is very fresh from very recent, very fresh for me as well. The Arcturian healer came with the healing of the warmth. Yes, I felt very much. I don't know if you agree with me. I felt very much woman, like very, very humble, very sacred woman. I felt I was just this energy, very sacred woman. Yes, and then they came with this healing of the womb. Yes, for men and the woman, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and it was.
It's not just connected to the female race.
No,
The
absolutely.
womb chakra
No,
is for everyone. Yeah.
yeah, it was very, very beautiful. Yes, so healing of the womb. Yes, it's a new crystal. What they are saying, it's a new crystal, new vibrant crystal in you. Yes, so use it. Yes, it's the creativity, is the spirituality, is the everything what you wish, yes? It's
Yeah.
like connecting with the mind, yes, and the mind is all it is.
And every pieces are falling into place right now because
Yes.
this womb, Emi Mutale has been speaking about the womb healing for a very, very long time now. So that is, you know, she's been drawing a huge piece into this part too. But yeah, it definitely is. We are so much more connected to everything than and to nature than we can imagine.
Yes.
We are like little dots in the we're like the stars on our backgrounds here.
Yes.
And together, if there's just one dot, we will be invisible. Together we are shining bright. We are not invisible, but we are not exposed in the visual way so much, but together we will create a whole sky together with energy. So that is amazing, actually. And I do agree with you. I do believe that we are going to see a lot of more, and we do know that it's coming, and it's the part of it. Everybody, if enough people are talking about being able to see or sharing information, then there will be information shared. There will be another reality approaching, because that is how human consciousness draw in a new timeline, new not necessarily timeless, but we are drawing something into our orbit. So this is the part we are working together. And by putting the intention of what we are thinking and what we are pouring out there. You mentioned like the love and hate, what we are pouring out. Now, a lot of us, as we have been spoken about, feeling this new highlighted sense of feeling in our heart chakra. So we definitely should be going with that, because when we are switching into another frequency or lower density, we will be pulling ourselves so much weight down that we doesn't need this time. And by being in our heart center, open up and be both vulnerable and exposable for everything that is going on around us, also makes us very, very powerful. And I just want to share a thing that happened yesterday. We are healers, both Alexandra and I am healers. That is one of our passions and have been for a very, very long time. Yeah, so that is nothing new about that. But I was walking with this elder man, and he has some back pain, and you know, I was walking with him, and I put my hand on his back, and as I walked with him, not intentionally or anything, it was just a compassionate, I'm here with you, I'm walking with you. So when we got to where we were going, he turned around and he put his head on my shoulder and he said, you have these healing nurse's hands.
Wow.
And yeah, well, because I felt so warm in my heart, because so that was also a verification that we are exceptional as human beings. We have all this capacity within ourselves, and we are so much more than we think we are. And just being compassionate and being open-minded and open-hearted, that will bring forth a lot of these energies, whether you are aware of them or not. And people will respond to that. So to me, it's very important that being aware of not diving into this gray zone or the lower density, just trying to stay as non-judgmental as possible, be in my heart space and feel this love and compassion as much as I can. Yeah. Very, very beautiful moment.
Very heartwarming, Eva. Thank you.
So I'm a bit curious.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm a bit curious too, because you said earlier, Alexandra, that you have been changing your channeling with the Arcturians. There's been a change there with this shift. Yeah. Will you just talk a bit about that?
Just joy of sharing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the sound. That's how I can explain. It's the sound. It's the sound. Sound of Arcturians. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect that every channeling is coming from me. It's a huge surprise and a huge gratitude, huge humbleness on both sides. And I see them coming closer and closer to humans, right? I'm just a little tiny part in this huge, massive shift on that, yes. But for me, for myself, being this little tiny, part of it, it's such love. It's such love. Yesterday, for the first time, this was my walk-in experience. Yes, my walk-in experience that I can share. It was the first time, because usually I just sit, yes, on my chair, and I sit and I went into the channeling, yes. But yesterday I was like, okay, I'm feeling like I'm standing. Yes. So I had my earphones on, yes, and I was standing. And like, I didn't know what's gonna happen, right? I didn't know what's gonna happen, and just put the record on, yes, and just boom, the first tone went in, and the sound. They said it's the sound healing, and they come. It's the Arcturian, the healer. And I was in this trance, and I was like moving, walking. Yes, my body was walking. Yes, when I was in this other side. Yes, and it was new for me. Yes, I mean, for me as a channeler, yes, doing such things, it's joy. Yes, it's truly joy. I'm not closing myself. I have to sit and go through me. No, I'm really feeling like I'm truly participating with Arcturians, with Arcturians, yes. And I didn't want to be a healer, like a healer, strictly healer, yes. And they find a way in this magnificent wave of sound to find a way to cooperate in this new sound wave with me, with my will, right? Because it's very, very important recently, especially recently. It's not more about the free will, it's the will of progressing. It's the will of the unknown to be known. Yes. So that's the new for me. Yes. And I had this big like resonance. Yes. What people will think about me. I mean, I completely changed the style as a channeler. Especially recently, yes. Will people listen to it? Yes. How will they receive it? Will they receive it? Will they feel anything? It's a huge for. I mean, for me, it was huge. And but yes, I'm talking too much probably. Yes, but it was amazing for me that I could stand. Yes, and I could walk. Or they were walking with the body, and expressing and feeling the love. Arcturians, yes.
Not aliens, just ancestors.
Ancestors, yes, because I see them as ancestors, yes. I see them as ancestors. And that's this for me they are the seeders. Yes. So there's no future or the past. Yes. They are on both sides, let's say, in this sense. Yes. They're Arcturians.
Exciting. And sound vibration are so massive. Every frequency that goes through your body, your physical body, even your etherical bodies,
Yes.
will definitely pave the way for a new frequency and new energy.
Yes.
You can literally feel. And for those who are wondering if sound actually makes a difference, yes, it does. Sound has been used through ages and through universes to communicate. And we do know if we are playing music very loud, you can feel it in your body, not just a rhythm, but you can actually feel it in your physical body. And if we're reading ancient texts, we will know that sound has been used to eliminate walls and everything. I was using the Holy Script there for a reference, but we do know that the frequency actually could split cells in our bodies. We are using both like lasers and sound to blast, things within our bodies that shouldn't be there. And we're using frequency to eliminate the bad stuff. So of course you can heal for so many reasons. And the natives from Australia is also using sound to heal bones. So there's so many unexplored things on how to use sound, both physical and to communicate. Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I thank you for this explanation. Marvelous explanation. Marvelous explanation.
Well, my dear, do we have anything more we want to address?
They are here, but the teachers are here. If they are allowed to speak, they are saying that they are allowed to speak.
Please do, please speak.
Before we are closing down this session, a magnificent session for all of you, beloved stars. We are Arcturians, we are the teachers, we are the healers, we are you, in you, with you, for you, for you, for you. Listen to the sound and then pause. Pause. All it is light, and you are light. All it is love, and you are love. All it is absolute freedom on earth, freedom for people, freedom for people. You have right to be yourself. You have right to know the God in you. You have right to feel the sound of your life, of your warmth, of your mind, with your higher self, with your heart, with the particle who is on earth in this body, your body, your body, your body. We are Arcturians. The Arcturians. The light. The love. Healing. Of the heart. Focus on your heart, beloved. Focus on your heart. The sound of freedom on earth. We are grateful for being present with you on earth.
Thank you. We are very pleased that you are present here with
I'm
us.
still learning, yes. So thank you very much. Thank you,
Alexandra.
Arcturians. Thank you very much.
And I think that was a wonderful closing down. It was almost like a little ceremony there for us, especially. So, well, thank you for tuning in to this Awakening podcast about ancient and aliens and ancestors. Not ancient past, it's the present and the future and everything in this now. And thank you, Alexandra, and
thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. Looking forward to see you again on this Awakening podcast, where we are sharing from our inner selves and sharing stuff that you will never hear somewhere else because it comes from us. Yeah. See you. Bye.
Bye.